Today, America looks a lot more like an engine of opportunity than a nation on the brink. Politics are loud, yes, but behind the headlines, real things are happening. Markets hitting records, global investment deals flowing in, small businesses firing up, and inflation cooling to levels that give Americans breathing room. That's the context most clips ignore, and it's the story you should be telling. Stocks are stronger than many expect. The S&P 500 notched record highs in recent months, and investors have pushed major indexes to new territory, a sign that corporate earnings and market confidence are still powering growth. Yahoo Finance inflation has come down from the highs of a few years ago and is at levels that central bankers and households find more manageable. Core measures show inflation running closer to historical norms, and data releases this season point to year-over-year increases that are far below the double-digit fear-mongering numbers from the past. That easing gives the Fed room to consider rate cuts to support growth while protecting price stability. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Small business activity is seeing real momentum. Government programs and pro-growth policies have coincided with a surge in manufacturing loans and support for entrepreneurs. The SBA reported a major increase in loan volume to manufacturers, and multiple business barometers show improving small business sentiment. That translates to new factories, more hiring on the ground, and real investment in communities. Small Business Administration at the same time, the administration has been driving hard bargains on trade that are converting tariff threats into concrete investment commitments. Recent high-level deals are yielding bilateral investment pledges worth hundreds of billions, moves that bring factories, supply chains, and jobs back to the US economy. Those deals are being structured to protect American industries while creating opportunities for domestic workers and companies. Financial Times, yes. The labour market shows some cooling after an extraordinarily tight period. That's the kind of healthy rebalancing economists talk about when an overheated market normalises. Job growth is moderating from the breakneck pace we saw previously, but employment levels remain solid and wage gains continue for many workers. That combination supports stronger consumer spending power over time if it continues. Reuters, look closer and you see opportunity. Entrepreneurs can get financing. Manufacturers are getting loans to expand, and investors are betting on new projects that could create long-term jobs. Governments are using tariffs and trade leverage to secure investment commitments that fund infrastructure and industry here at home. That's not chaos, that's strategic leverage. Small Business Administration. And on the policy front, sensible actions are being taken to reduce regulatory burdens, speed permitting, and encourage onshoring of strategic industries. Those moves lower the barrier to starting a business, make it cheaper to grow one, and open doors to higher-paying manufacturing and tech jobs for American workers. This isn't to say there aren't risks. Trade frictions can raise prices in the short run, and parts of the labour market are softening. But the big picture is one of transition into healthier, more sustainable growth. Markets at record levels, inflation returning to manageable ranges, fresh capital coming in from foreign partners, and a small business landscape that's more confident than many narratives admit. Yahoo Finance. If you're making content or building a business or even just deciding where to work next, now is a moment to be acting, not panic. Invest in skills that match the onshoring push. Watch sectors tied to infrastructure, manufacturing, technology, and exports. Small businesses are getting cheaper loans and more favorable conditions than they had a year ago. Markets are open to ideas and capital. That's the real story of this moment. So when someone tells you everything is worse, push back with facts. Show the record highs, show the easing inflation metrics, show the small business loans and the big foreign investments coming in. This is a moment of real economic opportunity. Imperfect, yes, but full of upside if you meet it with action, not fear.